Welcome back. John Fedro here with wholesaling.net. I'm standing directly in the sunlight, so I may be squinting a little bit during this video. I'll try to keep my eyes open for you. This video is all talking about bad deals. Now, bad deals come from a specific point in every transaction, or not every transaction, but when you're doing a bad deal, they come from four main areas, and I've learned this over the past 10 years, not only in my own business, but having the pleasure of assisting folks around the nation. So this is going to be the framework of where those bad deals come from. Each one of these four bullet points we could expound on, and I will actually in future videos. Now, the first area where bad deals come from is an investor paying too much for a home. You pay too much for a home, your exit strategy will suffer, you won't be able to sell the home, create nearly as much value. The wiggle room that you have in there between what you paid and what you need to sell for is going to be very skinny. Plus, it's going to take you 2 years, 3 years to make all of your money back, and that's just not how mobile home investors need to be transacting business. We should make our money back within the first year, and then it should be creating value from there on out with our buyers or tenant buyers. So overpaying is number one. The second is actually over-improving a home. You can purchase a home for next to nothing sometimes, and then you can over-improve the property, put in too much repairs, and then again you have the same problem when you go to resell. You've now increased the value too much, and your tenant buyers, your buyers are not willing to pay that. It's going to take you too long to get your money out. So over-repairing is the second main issue when it comes to doing a quote-unquote bad deal. The third area is leaving too much profit on the table. Other folks in this business, and I won't go into any names, but as far as buying from one price and then doubling your money, as mobile home investors, we take risks, and those risks we should create value for, and we do. The sales price has to be attractive to our end user. The terms have to be very attractive to our end buyer, to our end user. So with that being said, you should not leave money on the table. I want you to get every dime out of a property that you can while still making it very, very attractive to your end buyer. So again, you have to know what to pay and not overpay. You have to know what to sell for and not charge too much, not be too greedy. Sell, make it win-win, both on the buying side and on the selling side. And then the last point, something that I don't talk too much about, but I just had a great podcast that I did with Stuart Batey, and we discovered, well, not discovered, but we talked about that you can do everything right. You can make just the right amount of repairs. You can purchase the home at the correct price point. You can sell it at the correct price point. If you put in a poor choice for a tenant buyer, someone that's going to be paying you monthly for the next 5, 6, 7 plus years of payments, you could be setting yourself up for a complete nightmare or a complete dream. So and I've done both sides of, and it's not just one or the other. There's definitely a spectrum there. So, you want to lean definitely towards the path of least resistance, the folks that are going to pay you every month. I would much rather have a vacant mobile home than I would have a poor choice of a tenant buyer, a high-risk buyer in my home, paying or not paying for every single month. And causing headaches. So that's like the main point that I wanted to make, is that you can do all three of the first things right, but then selling the home, realize that we're creating a relationship that we're going to have both sometimes with sellers and then obviously with buyers for the next 5+ years. You wouldn't just hand over your car keys to somebody without pre-qualifying them, without receiving money to move in or to borrow your card or to take your car. So realize that with your investment property, so very important. I'll put the link to Stuart's podcast where we kind of talked about that horror deal and why that came about in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're wondering where the heck I am, or you hear some crazy music or some crazy driving, I'm actually in one of my favorite places. It's Chiang Mai, Thailand, and you can see the tuk-tuk drivers down there. You have a beautiful mountain ranges up here, and then obviously all the Asian type of architecture. Thanks so much for watching. John Fedro with wholesaling.net. Take care.